Hey, so sorry everyone that I missed last week. I have no good excuse for it. I just missed. I'm so sorry. Today, we're going to pick up our conversation on boundaries. So exciting, right? Okay, so boundaries. Let's take a look at the second example I gave online, which are prevention boundaries. And the Bill of Rights statement that I gave for that is I have a right to choose who I am around. Now, if you aren't familiar with Bill of Rights work, I think it's the most important thing that we can be doing when we're writing boundaries is to start with Bill of Rights. So maybe later we'll do a little chatting with Ashley on what a Bill of Rights is, what it looks like. Welcome to reach out to me if you need some clarification or some help on that. But there's lots of good resources out there about Bill of Rights. Talking prevention boundaries. Prevention boundaries take a look at situations that you've been in the past and implement things to prevent yourself from having to be there in the future. So, for example, the easiest example is to look at someone like an alcoholic who's recovering from that and they don't want to relapse and go back into those kinds of behaviors. Prevention boundaries for an alcoholic might look like I don't go into bars. I don't hang out with the same people that I used to drink with, especially late at night if I know that I'm triggered in the evening. Or when I feel myself feeling a little off, I'm going to go out and run. I'm going to go call my sponsor. I'm going to, whatever it is, they have lines in the sand that they've drawn to help prevent themselves from having a relapse or repeating behaviors. That's an easy example of prevention boundaries. When we're looking at applying them to things that aren't as external as excessive drinking, it's a little bit trickier. So, for example, one of my favorite things to study is the drama triangle and what role we each play in the drama triangle. My fallback, always there, go-to role is rescuer. And so prevention boundaries for me had to center around that rescuer person. When we're in the drama triangle, we're not actively communicating, we're just stirring up drama and causing problems. And so for me, I had to set up prevention boundaries to prevent myself from getting into a rescuer role because I want to stay in a healthy place and have healthy communication behaviors. So some prevention boundaries for me were before making a decision to act to help someone, I had to stop and ask myself if it was my job or if it was their job. Is it something I was in control of or something they were in control of? And then if it wasn't my job and if it wasn't something that I was in control of, then it probably wasn't something that I should do. So that's what a prevention boundary looked like for me with those kinds of behaviors. So prevention boundaries, very useful in helping to build the future that you're wanting to live in, helping to get you to a healthier place where you're wanting to be. And I love to base prevention boundary work on those Bill of Rights. I have a right to choose who I'm around, for example. If you need some one-on-one help with boundaries, I do boundary tutoring, where we dig in and we look at your exact situation and we talk about exactly what you need. And I would love to help you out. So reach out if you need some help. We've got that going on. And like, subscribe, share, chatting with Ashley. We'll see you next time.